my glasses. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Rita. Oh, my thing looks all different, my screen. What's this? There's like all these different options on here. What's this? Nope. All right. Good morning. Sorry, I was distracted by all the stuff that they have going on my screen now. Hi, Pat. So I have a box here from Carmen's. I'm going to wait on that for a little bit. I'm going to work on some more baby blankets because I'm in a creative mode right now. And so if you recall, I did these blocks out of my Tula Pink stash. And I thought, oh, we can use those up that I made earlier. And then I had gotten a fabric bundle. You'll see pieces. It's 1, 2, 3. I think there was 4. There are 4 pieces. I guess there was 4 pieces in this fat quarter bundle that I had gotten. I thought there was 5, but I don't see 5. It looks like 4. All right. So I looked at this and I said, oh my goodness, the colors work great. So we are going to just make stuff up because that's what we do. We cut stuff up, we stitch it up, and we make it up sometimes. So good morning, Melanie, Rita, Pat, Linda, Catherine, Mom is on here. I'm going to make tea and feed the kitty, Skipito. Oh, yes, El Skipito, the great sword fighter. We need to feed him or her. So here we are. I'm going to take this. I kind of got a game plan of what I'm going to do because I've got to extend this quilt to 36 by 36. So I was playing around when I had to stand up and walk and stay standing instead of sitting. Made by Misty. Good morning. I know, isn't it super sweet? And it has all these Tula Pink colors kind of in it. So we're gonna go with this. So this here is a, oh my goodness, I need scissors. Well, we'll grab these big ones. All right. So this was a potato chip block. So it's 4.5 by 2.5 inch fabric chips. And I put my 2 chips together, my other 2, put 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 3 and 3. And I got a 12.5 inch potato chip block. So I made 2 of those because that's what my scraps had. So we're going to put these 2 potato chip blocks together. Then I made random 6.5 inch squares, if you recall. And those random 6.5 inch squares were just random squares that we just sewed, cut, and just had fun with it. It is cold out there. It's cold by you? Oh, is it cold out here? Yes, it's cold out here. I'm not going to start changing for... Oh, yeah, we have that. We've had that for a while here. It's a little chilly, yes. I mean, I'm not walking around in my Puerto Rican PJs, if that's what you mean in the morning. No, we have this, but if you come, Mom, I have plenty of these you could borrow. That's not an issue. Good morning, Myra. All right, so here we are. So I have, this is a 2.5 inch strip. I cut these with my Stripology last night, and it's just 2.5 inch strips. We're playing with 2.5 inch strips, those potato chip blocks. Now I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to attach this to this piece so I can get the length I need. Because fabric right now is very precious. planning to go, need to figure, oh, kitty, yes, kitty, yeah, that's an issue now, right? That's what we had, that's what you were discussing with me. All right, so we're gonna put this in here. Just waiting for a little bit more of our peeps to come on before I open up Carmen's gift. I saw a charm pack going for $16. Ouch. Ouch is right. That is ouch. That's a lot. All right, so I have this piece here. And we're going to put one on the side here. Let's see. I know this isn't going to reach, but will this little piece reach? Nope. So we're going to, and I don't know, I might have to add more different fabric to this. I don't know what we're going to get, but we're just going to go with the flow this morning. But I do have a game plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to see. So, after I left you all, I did make a couple of more quilt tops, and I was tired. So, I took care of myself. Hi, Deb. Hi, E. Marie. Yes. Oh, wow. There is a lot of us on here. There's 33 of us on here and 4 thumbs up. I guess you could double tap the screen, someone told me. So I just learned something new. But yes, we will open this up. Oh, I said there was 33 of us and it went down. So there must have been trollers. Hi, Annette. So we have this part here. I'm so happy because those these little blocks were so sweet and they're so colorful, and I think it'll be great. I missed yesterday's live. Yes. So for the NICU, it is 36 by 36. It's, oh, I didn't look up the I'm going to print out information about the section of the hospital that it's going to. And I guess they're in some kind of sleeping pods or some, I don't know. They're housed somewhere where a 36 by 36 inch quilt fits perfectly for their needs. So that's what it is, 36 by 36. All cotton. Batting has to be minimum 80-20, so 100% or 80-20, but cannot be poly or it cannot be bamboo or wool. All right, so this is what we have so far. This is what I've created in my mind. Good, I get to see it on here. Okay, not too bad. I mean, it's a little busy, but you know, colors, you want little babies' minds when they're put on their tummy or whatnot to see colors. So this is good. All right, I'm gonna grab my 6-inch. So these are my 6-inch random blocks, and I'm going to grab both sides so I don't have to get up multiple times. And I'm also going to grab this, which was part of that bundle. So the colors will be good. All right, so what I've decided is I'm going to put 2 of these together and then put a little strip of that flower goodness in there. So we'll run this. So good time to pull out some stuff that you may have laying around. right, here we are. Silly feral cat was looking in the security door and dogs were having a fit. Uh-oh. Hello, Debbie. How are you? I'm new to this. Well, great. Just trying to learn quilting. Well, today we're making baby quilts for a NICU in Albany Med. And we are just using random scraps. So this is a totally creative, therapeutic session going on right now. So basically we're winging it. We're just winging it. I do have things on my channel that are not winging it, but for this, we're winging it today. So you have a list of what types of fabrics you can use. Only cotton. You can only use cotton fabrics. Only cotton fabrics. No minky. Cotton fabrics, flannel fabrics. So I'm hoping to back all these quilts using flannel, but I don't know how much flannel I have, and Joanne's is no longer with us, so we will see how that goes. I bought flannel for the things that we're going to be doing for the, hold on, I'm sorry, for the nursing home, but then now the lady never got back to me. So I may, if she does not get back to me on this, we made quilts for them last year, and she wanted bibs or what was it? Fidget toys. Not fidget toys, fidget blankets, like tiny ones, teeny tiny ones, lap size. Oh my goodness. You might have to ask William to share his stat. Oh, why does William have a lot of flannel? Well, we're going to just make do with what we have. So I just decided to put a little piece in. And so 2 of these 6.5-inch blocks will match that 12.5-inch potato chip block I made. So this should work. Should. See? The thing is should, but is it? No, it's not, but it should. It's okay because we are just going with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to match this here, which is my sashing thing that I put. And we'll just trim on the other ends. It's fine. This is a totally random, scrappy goodness quilt. Here we are. Put that there. And I am going to, since I did that up here, I'm just moving everything up. You know what? I do want to make sure this is going to be 36 by 36. So, we're not going to worry about it. Here we go. We're just going to go with it. It's going to look beautiful. It is definitely going to look beautiful. Fabric / warehouse. Yes, I know. So when we get closer, hi Anna, when we get closer to knowing what I may need, because I have to then find a place to store it all. Right now, I can't do it without help at home. So we're just going to make these tops. I do want to do the lasagna quilt for you all. I figured you all were very intrigued about the lasagna quilt. And so I'm going to get Honey to help me maybe today or tomorrow. He said he'd help me get everything ready to make a lasagna quilt. And that means he's going to help me get my flannel back and my batting together. And then we are going to get ready. I'll get my strips together and we will lasagna quilt something. we'll put these, I'm going to put that this way. How did I have it? You know what? I'm going to put it, let's see, that one goes, yeah, we're going to put it this way. Haha. So I actually like it when my pieces touch of the same fabric because it gives you weird, interesting shapes that you normally wouldn't get if you did traditional piecing. When I crumb piece, it's something that just recently has really piqued how I like the look of it. You know what? I've already told like a lie. I recently moved and I lived in, okay. Good morning. I think I said good morning to Anna and Barb. Good morning. And here we are. So let's see. Do I like that there or do I like that there? I'm going to put this here. And again, I'm just going to sash in between. Oops, I don't know what just happened there, but we'll put that there. Lasagna quilts are so much fun to make using scraps. I have made 5 of them. So I'm telling you, right? And then it's all, you're all done. So I do have to make them. That was all the craze back in the 90s. Oh my goodness, we were all lasagna quilting. And it was great technique to show a newbie too. That's how I taught my friend. Is I showed her, like I told you yesterday, the lasagna. She made her first quilt using the lasagna method. Oh, wait, I missed something with Annette. What is a lasagna? This is why I need to, yes, positive thoughts from you. Oh, absolutely. Oh, you see the surgeon today? Positive thoughts. A lasagna quilt is when you take the back, you take a backing and batting, you set that up, you know, you put it out on a table. You make sure it's nice and spray based. I mean, that's how we did it, but I'm sure you could use other methods like pinning and stuff like that. And then you just take strips of fabric that you have of any size and you just start putting, so you have the back. So here, if this is it, you have your back here. Imagine you have your batting here. Then once you have everything spray basted, you're going to go start off like in the middle, put something down, and then put another strip down of any size, and then you're going to sew. And then you flip and you iron, and then you work both ways. And then by the time you're done, you have a fully quilted, ready to go, quick and easy baby blanket. So, I mean, I made tons of those back in the day. Tons of them. All right, so let me put this here. And then, so in my mind, I just have to then measure this. And then after I get the measurement of what this is, I have to figure out what size border I need to cut. So I have, well, actually, there's one more thing I have to do if I have enough fabric to do it. Let's see. What are you making, pretty fabric? Well, this I think came from you. Didn't you send me this or give me this, Anna? This with this, I think for Christmas or my birthday. And then there's 2 others. I'm using that bundle finally. So I have something that looks like this. What I'm going to do is cut off this little bit here. If you notice, there's like a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch. I'm just going to trim that to size. And then I don't know, it kind of went well with all these tulip pink colors, these scrappy blocks I made. The colors kind of went with it. So a quilt as you go. Exactly. So I'm definitely going to do it. Michelle said he would help me to get some backs and tops ready so that everything is all at once. So here is this. Now I have, how many of these left? I have 1, 2, 3, and a couple of scraps here. I was hoping that I had enough to go all the way around. So I have right here, that's 1, 2. I don't have to go all the way around, but I was hoping. So I'm going to use this up, extend this as much as I can in different places, measure it, decide how much bigger I need to put a border, and I'm going to use this as the border. It's 3 Wishes fabric. And we'll put that. And then we got nice, cheerful little, I think we have a cheerful little, like, quilt. I don't know. Baby's quilt. I don't know. I like the colors. So I'm going to put this aside, though, right now, because I don't want to get up and trim. So we'll put this aside. And we'll open up Carmen's box. Are we ready? All right, here we are. So there's 2 of her boxes that she's taped together. All right, I think we've got it, maybe. Oh, nope, I'm gonna need that again. Okay, this one is open, but this one is not. So let's get this going. I don't know how this opens up. I think I have to open. Here it is. So Anna gave me a fluffy quilt blanket. It's a blanket that looks like a quilt. And yes, I used that last night. Everything on my body was, all my nerve endings were like this. All right, so here we are. Let's see what we got. Ooh, big old list here. Wow, this is gonna be nice. I can't wait to see. So we have, here is a seam roller, Pro Series from Singer. Does she have what this is? Or prices on things? I have no prices on things. Okay, so I will go in and link, after this, we will link what things are. I mean, I'll just put a link to her shop. I think June Taylor. No problem. I know you got to get those boys ready. It's that Thursday. So we have a Pro Series. Oh, here it is. She has it on here. Carmen's Quilt Shop, $10.99. Oh, she's not joking. She knows. So that's what it is. This is $10.99 on her website. I guess I have to put that on there. That little banner, I'll have to go back in. I'm not sure what this is. It's beautiful fabric. Let's see what this is. It says, Indelicable Soft Fat Quarter Bundle, Anna Marie for Northcott Fabrics. I don't see a price on there, so don't know. But let's open. I do like Anna Marie, so let's see. We're talking about the Anna Marie. So we have a fat quarter bundle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's an 18-piece fat quarter bundle. Ooh, the fabric is super soft. So it's Northcott. And then we have this colorway. So I think this is just a line. And does the line have a number? It just says indelible soft fat quarter bundle, Anna Marie. So that, and there's multiple colors. They are soft and pale. Let me see if they have any salvage. No, these have all the salvage that doesn't tell you. And then we have another bit right here. And this is like a different soft color. I know these colors are beautiful. They're like a nice, soft, muted. I might have to come up with something for this. All right, here, I'm gonna go with that. This is all one section. So that's that. Okay, and then now we have this, which I have to show. Oh, it's sunflowers. Look at that. Sunflowers. It's a sunflower situation. So we have like a gray and then a grage. But don't they call that grage? Like it's a beige, but grage. Beige. There's a word for it. Here it is. This one's more gray. This is more like black gray, and this is more like a brown gray. Okay, then we have two more that's like that, with that gray. This is like the blue gray. And this is the brown gray. And now we have this whole bunch that's cone flowers in all different colors. So we have yellow, we have that blue gray, we have the pink, we have the brown gray. I call it brown gray, taupe gray. Like a minty green. And a lavender. Ooh, and they feel so good. They feel good. I like the way they feel. All right, so we're going to put these in this bag. And now we're going to come in here. Ooh, wow. Oh, Anna Marie patterns. Featuring fabrics from Anna Marie Textiles of Northcott. Indelectable mix. Aha! So it's a pattern and the fabric. I get it. Okay. So this fabric here, which is 18 fat quarters. Ooh. Go with this pattern here. I don't know how much it is, but here it is. Look at that. She's trying to keep me busy. So this is Indelectable Mix, and that's Indelectable Mix fabric. Okay, I'm getting what's happening here now. All right, so this here is the pattern. I'm looking, there's a template. This here is, whoa, I need to feel a little better, I think. Okay, so the pattern itself has paper templates. I can show you that. It has paper templates, right? And this is something, this is going to be something interesting. Look at that. This is going to be something I've never done before. But look at this. Here is this. And they do show you in this pattern, and it's brand new. Anna Marie Perry, brand new, 2025. They show you how to use this. So interesting. We're going to have fun. It's a new thing. A new thing. I love new things. Lowish volume fabric on the horizon. I do too. So we have that. We have this. I will love to play with that. So that's what we're looking at here. All right, now, whoa. We have a whole bunch of stuff here. All right, so what I'm going to do is put this and this together. So I know that this is a kit. I'm going to put the seam roller aside. Probably need the seam roller for that project. So let's see. And patterns. Wow. The pattern is gorgeous. Yes. Yes, it is. Now for the contrasting fabric. You know what? Good point. I don't know. I'm going to have to read that. I'm going to have to read upon that. So here we have out of this, well, let's see. She has some tags on some of this stuff. Don't know if she has tags on any of this, but let's see. What is this? This says, America's front line. Some lines should never be crossed. Support, respect police. Blessed are peacemakers. Thanks for the blue. Okay. This is here we go. Police officer, courage, honor, and sacrifice. Okay, there you go. I don't think I've ever seen something like this. I've never seen a police officer panel. But then again, I never saw a firefighter panel. So there you go. So we have this. That would be a good quilt to give someone. You know, Pat, do you have veterans that happen to have been police officers in your stash of stuff for Quilt of Valor? If Pat is on here, let me know if you have police officer on your list of people who are waiting for a Quilt of Valor. Because this could be easily be made into red, white, and blue. So let me know. Joydy, stopping by for a bit before heading out. Okay, I hope everything's going to be okay, Joydy. Love the idea of that panel. Me too. So I want to know, though, if Pat she has a list of people who are waiting. Now, what is this? I'm just looking here. Okay, she has something crossed off. I'm not sure what this is. This says, it doesn't say. Space Race by Benartex. So is this a Benartex too? If not, I'll have to email Pat. Yes, this is a Benartex as well. Okay. So we have a panel with space, astronauts, a rocket, and more space. So we are definitely outer spacing it. They are okay. Here we go. The panels are $10.59 she has on this one ticket. So we have an outer space. No, we don't. What about military police? Good idea. Okay, so here we have, this says planets of the sun. These are all Benartex. They feel beautiful. Look at this. This is kind of cool. Look at these. These are cool. These are very, very cool. Very unique and different. That's for sure. She always has unique and different fabric. That's why I like going there. She's got different stuff. Let's see. This is Space Exploration. Ooh, these are blocks. So this can be cut up and made into a block quilt. All right, here we are. So we have some of that, and we have, is that the Big Bang? I don't know. No, what do they call that? Maybe not. The black. I'm not quite sure. I have to, I have to be put up on my space terminology. It's not the black hole. So there we go for all our space people out there. Let's see. What about a local police officer on your school or your, yes, I know, but I knew you had gotten a lot. I knew that you had gotten a lot of requests, so I just was wondering if one of them was a police officer. And this one is the International Space Station. Again, space race. So there is a line of these. So this is not all of them. These are only some, I think, of the panels. Benartex panels for space. Isn't that neat? They're pictures that they, I guess, printed on fabric from the space station is my guess. That's kind of cool. Because that's what it says. It says, celebrating 25 years of cooperation at the International Space Station. Look at those craters. That is cool. That is very cool. Okay, we have to come up with something ingenious on that. So there is a fireman, a new fireman, and I'm going to get to my son's, unfortunately, with everything that happened, I didn't get to do anything that I wanted to do, and his birthday is coming up next week. There's a firefighter cotton panel that is out of stock right now. So I guess maybe that's what it is that she said she was sending me. But she sent me 1/4 yards of the coordinating fabric to the panel, the upcoming panel. Well, I guess it's a good thing that I didn't start my son's quilt. This is neat. Look at that. And the fire department is having the annual raffle, and I'm just going to have to give them one of my quilts that I have made already. Because I, again, didn't get to it, so I'll have to be the project for next year. These are I know, aren't they? These are great. Look at the large globe. They're really incredible. Not that I know of, but I have a bunch of nominations coming in. I will see if any of them will fit. Thank you for thinking of our veterans. Not a problem. So I've got this. I actually now have a little section in here with a plastic bucket with all the fireman fabrics for these 2 quilts. So thank you, Carmen, for sending me these goodies and lifting up my spirits and giving me some things to think about. This is all space here, all space. See, all space. So 1, 2, 3. I have 4 space panels. The police one, my fire department stuff to add into my fire department stash, and that stack of Anna Marie Perry, right? Anna Marie Perry fabrics. Now you said something to get coordinating, contrasting fabrics. Now you've piqued my interest. So let's see. So it actually shows, it looks darker on here. Doesn't it look darker on here? It does show those numbers. Let's see. We're going to open this up and investigate. It is so nice of her. So if you don't know who Carmen's Quilt Shop is, go over there, check her out. She really does have unique, different things. She has, well, you've seen it, the panels and all that. It's very, very fabulous. Love it. I met her in person. We have chatted. We have become pretty good friends. So here we go. So here is the back of it. And there are, let's see. So you're right. There's 23 fabrics. I have 18. And so I do have to add. I do have to add because coneflower. See, let's go with the coneflower colors here. So we have coneflower magenta. And what is this? Oh, it doesn't say because this is the, oh, it's a fat quarter. Yeah, it's a fat quarter. It doesn't tell me, but it says coneflower. So I wonder if this is like magenta. This looks like night. This looks like pool. Taffy. What would taffy be? Tangerine. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But you're right. I think we have, I don't know though. I don't know. I'm going to call, I will call Carmen today and ask her before I start this. I will call Carmen today and ask her if, about the bright colors. So we will know. Because it's saying that you need, of all these, like, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I need bright colors. But then they say lilac, and this to me looks like lilac, right? Huh. We're gonna have to look around and figure it out. But this is cool. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just going to be a low volume quilt. I'm just interested because I'm interested to see how this quilt goes together. I like a challenge. This is a challenge. Not a bag challenge, but I like a challenge, a quilt challenge. Okay, that was like the Milky Way. That's it. That's it. Large. Okay, so we are all good. So let's work on then the next quilt. Are we ready? So I'm going to just show it to you. Are you ready? I'm going to just show it to you. I did play on my design wall. So this is all 6.5-inch blocks. I've shown them to you. I put them in here and purposely put things touching. So it gave us like some interest. It looked like this was together. Well, actually this didn't go like that. Here we go. Like this is a unit and makes an interesting look there. This gives you an interesting shape. Look at that. My little tiny beast is in there. And then in that fat quarter bundle, I have these 2 left. And I think what I am going to do is, I don't know what I'm going to do. I could just sew this as is and then put this stuff around and then use this on the outside. I haven't figured out yet what I was going to do. I could put these in 4 and kind of, let's see, 1, 2, 3. You know what? There's something else. Look at this, Benartex. Talking about Benartex. I went on the Benartex site yesterday. I went on the Benartex site, and it's Benartex Better Basics. And this was on there. It was Magical Moments, and it's a 36 by 36 inch Quilt. It's a free pattern that you can download. And here it is. Look, you start with this square and then you just make this. Maybe what I could do is I could put some of this together, which I think is this. I think if I do these 9 right here and then put this in the middle, I can do a quilt that looks like that. I think that's what I should do. I think this is what will measure. Let me pull this out. Now I'm getting all kinds of ideas. Hold on. Let's see. Yes, it is. This is 18.5. So let me take this out. So if I take these out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I take 9 of my 6.5-inch blocks. If I sew those together, but you know what? I'm going to now want to like take things out and redesign things. I want to take that out. Maybe put in this here. Take this light one out and put this one. Should I put that? That's too much. Maybe like that, because it gives me an interesting pattern here and there. And it kind of morphs here and then goes into here. I think I like that. So I could take this here, I could take this here and use this as the center of that quilt. Yes, I will. Hi, Regina. Oh, do they? Well, I just made them up one day. I was just sitting playing, and now that I know this is an 18-inch, and I know this is a really simple piecing, I could definitely get multiple quilts using these little sweet crumb blocks. So we're going to move this over, and we're going to design another 9 patch of these blocks, because I have to stand. I didn't realize how important it was for me to also stand. So there we go. We'll put these there. Oh, we have to put it like this because the raccoon is peeking out that way. And this I have to move because I'm going to put it, no. I think he's too much in there. There's too many of it. Oh, here. I'll put it here. I could probably do this all day. And there we are. Okay, so we have that group of 9. Let's work on, oh, that's it. That's the group of 9 that will be for the center of that. Then, okay, so now we're going to work on another group of 9, and I'm going to find like a nice little focal piece. So maybe we'll start with the birdies. And we'll put that there. And this here. I like when they connect. I don't know why, but I do. I like the connecting aspect. And we'll bring this down. No, I'm going to bring this like that. Connect that there. Kind of want maybe this like that. There we are. And then we just need one more. And I'm going to grab this one from here. I somehow wish I could somehow off, could I do that? Not too bad, not too shabby. I think I'll do it like this. All right, so we have like another 9 patch, or I could bring this because this is a little lighter and this is a little in your face. And this is a little in your face, so we'll put that back here. Let's see, that's dark. This is a little lighter out of all of them. I feel like it's so heavy here. Doesn't it like look like this stands out? I feel. Maybe you have to balance it. Maybe we need to balance it off with a little bit of. Maybe if I take this one and bring this one here. There we go. And put this here. Yes, that makes it a little softer. I think that makes it a little softer. And then we could put this one here. There we go. I mean, it's still a little bright, but it's okay. I could actually put a bright one in the center. There we go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put a bright one in the center. We'll put the bright one in the center there. I think then that's a little bit, and push this here. Put that one there. Okay. I think that's blended up a little better. And then the center one, it's either that center or this center. But I think this center works better. What do we think? Nothing wrong being a little off balance. I know, we could sit here for hours and do these, right? We definitely could. Now, I do like that one, and I like the center of this one. But I feel like I feel like it could be tweaked a little. Like it needs a little bit of, like this is too much. I'm thinking I like that there. And I think this is too much. I think this one was just too much of this color. And then I have to balance a little. So we'll put this here. And move this one up here. There it goes. I think that's good because then I have some blue there. I have some of this offsetting. So I'm liking that too. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yes, that's it. I think I'm going to use this. So if you are all looking for a quick, easy pattern, I came up with the Benartex Magical Basics by Canvas Studio called Magical Moments. And it's a 36 by 36. It uses an 18.5-inch square, and we're going to use this. We're going to use our crumb blocks as our center square. When I sew this up, it'll be 18.5. So that's super cool. I have then 2 of these blocks. I will try to integrate these. I'm not getting it. Yes, I am getting it. I keep saying I'm not going to get it, but I am. I got my trusty thing there. I'm going to add these in, and I'm thinking that this and this would go good here. So we're going to play with those there. This, I don't know what we're going to use. And look at this. I have, aren't these sweet? So yesterday, after we left, you all saw the little fishies, right? Remember the fishies? Yes, 2 on the wall. So I have these fishies that I still have, and I thought this would be a super sweet quilt. So I've got fishies, and I found some pieces of mermaids. So we may integrate the mermaids and the fishies together, or they may be 2 separate ones. I'm not sure. So what did I do yesterday after you left? I told you I did a couple of quilts. I'm going to show you those 2. Honey helped me with this. But look, this one is quilted. Look at that. Let me see. I might have to pull you back a little more. So here we have this one. And it has the flannel on the back. So this came out super cute. And this was using a pillow panel, pillow, whatever you want to call it. So that. I know, isn't it so cute? I love sunbonnet. Put the name of the banner text in the show notes. I will. Yes, I will. I will. I will definitely do that. No, so he loaded it for me. I did the squiggles. So yeah, he loaded it for me. There's a reason why I had to do the squiggles. There's oh sorry. I'm having issues here. Did I lose you? Are you all still here? Okay. All right, I'm coming with my sunbonnet Sue's. Okay, so there's a new routine. Sew an hour, rest 1 or 2, sew an hour, rest 1 or 2. So I only did a couple. I had these pre-cut. So the story of this is I was making flying geese. I'm not flying geese. Yeah, I was making flying geese to make a sawtooth star. As you can notice, when I sewed it, doesn't look like a sawtooth star, and I was not going to take it out. I wasn't going to unpick, and I actually like the way it looks. Unintentional, was supposed to be a sawtooth star, and now it's this. And what this was a 12.5 inch. I cut this 12.5 inch. I did this 12.5 by 6.5. I did 6.5 inch pieces to traditionally do the flying geese, the flip and stitch method. And so look at this, pleasantly surprised. See what happens? It was a happy accident. So it was a happy accident, and I absolutely love it. But when you do the flip and stitch, you create a bonus HST. So from that bonus HST, where did it go? From that bonus HST, here you are. So I took the bonus HSTs, which were the, the cutoffs, and I made a sawtooth star, and I paid attention. It meant that I had to cut my block. If you notice the center block, it kind of cuts off the hat. I did have to make it smaller. It had to be an 11.5 inch square. So I did take the cutoffs, and I just went ahead and scrapped this up. So from an accident to the reality. All right, so this was the friendship star that we worked on yesterday. We did this together. And we did this one together, I think. Yes, and then we did this one. This is the one we left off with. And then this one I did after, and I had these pieces here. This panel was damaged. One spot of the panel, this was this kind of 4-patch block, but 2 of the patches had a tear or a rip in it or something, or staples and stuff. So I cut the 2 that were good out. And I just did kind of like courthouse steps. Is that what it's called? Courthouse steps, where you put the two open, the two. And I just did that. They came by so quick. Cut off still looks great. Yeah, it does. I thought it does too. I just cut it off in the area and I said, okay, we're gonna go for it because this is super cute. So those are my Sunbonnet Sue quilts. My favorite, believe it or not, is the Mistake quilt. This is my favorite. I love it. And all it is that I was supposed to put this part down here to make a sawtooth star. I love it. It's like a square and a square meets something else. I'm sure there's a name for this block, but this was my favorite. The Mistake was my favorite, so go figure. And that's it. Now it's time for me. It's 7:08. It's time for me to lay down, have breakfast, lay down, and I get to then play maybe in an hour and a half or so. I didn't realize I was supposed to sit for only, like, nobody gave me directions on what to do. But when I sit and I read articles and read articles and read articles. And so I'm trying to make my own thing. And so, but I want to work with these. This is super cute. I can't wait to work on this Benartex, pattern here. Anyway, everyone have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. If you don't mind, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button. I did upload a video today of the Sunbonnet Sue. Actually, the Sunbonnet Sue fabric line from Moda. It's from Moda, not Riley Break. It's from Moda. And that was all brought to you by Soft Square. So that I uploaded today. I'm going to just go right in right now and add Carmen's Quilt Shop link. And then also find the link for this pattern here. All right. Everyone have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.